Today we are going to solve direct proportion questions of NCERT book exercise 11.1. Direct proportion questions of any book you take, but the rules will be this one. If you understand this, you can solve all the questions of your any book. NCERT book is readily available, so you can have the questions online. However, I will discuss also the questions. So question number 1 is, this is the hours and the parking rate. And the book, it wants whether these charges are as per direct proportion or not. So if direct proportion is there, it means if hours are increased, it should also increase. So suppose it is 4 hours, it is 60 rupees. So if it is 8 hours, what should be? Then it should be double of it, means it should be 120. It should be 120. So here it should be 120. Similarly, for 4 hours it is 60 rupees. Then for 8 hours it should be double of it, means 200. It should be 200. For 400 it is 60. For 800 it should be 120. Likewise, suppose it is for 12 hours, then what should be the rate? For 4 hours it is 12, means it is 3 times. 3 times it has been increased. So 3 times this charges should also increase. Means 3 times of 60 means it should be 180. Next, it is 4, then how many times? It is 6 times. So the hours has been increased by 6 times. So parking charge should also increase by 6 times. So what should be? 60 was originally 66 times, means 6 times of 60. 60 into 6 means it should be 360. How this 6 comes? Because for 4 hours they are charging 60 rupees. Now the time has increased. Time has increased by 6 times. So the parking charges will also be increased by the 16 times. It means the question given is not a question of direct proportion. It is not a question of direct proportion. So your answer is no. It is not a direct proportion case. Your answer is no. Now coming to the next question. Here a mixture of paint is given. Okay. And red pigments are there and parts, red pigments are there and mixing part is given. As per the question, if red pigments are 1, parts required is 8. Now, it requires, how many parts are required for this? Here you see, for 1 it is 8. 8 parts are required. So if you will increase the red pigment, how many times red pigment has increased? 4 times. It means parts should also increase by 4 times. Means 8 into 4 equal to, it should be 32. Similarly, from here red pigments has increased by 7 times. So parts should also increase by 7 times. Means it should be 56. Here red pigment has increased by 12. So 12 by 12 times it has increased. Again the part should also increase by 12 times. So 8 into 12. So it should be 96. Again here it has increased by 20 times. So parts will also increase by the 20 times. So it should be 160. So this is your answer. These should be your answers. Okay. Now question number 3. What in the above question, second question, if red pigments are increased by 75 ml instead of 1 ml, it has been increased by 75 ml. So one part, as per question, one part is required for the 75 ml. If you mix the red pigment to a base, then the base should be of 75 ml. Now if the question is 1800 ml is the base, then what should be the red pigment? Here the question is just some difficult they have tried to make it. Means in all the cases you are finding it times. Here it is here. So in such questions always you assume whatever is the blank you assume as x. and after assuming x, you put a arrow mark like this, always like this. Okay. Now it is a question of direct proportion, because if you are going to increase the base if you are increasing, then red pigment should also increase. If you will reduce it here, red pigment will also reduce. So it is corresponding to the red, base is corresponding to the red. So it is a direct proportion question. So in direct proportion questions, one arrow always goes like this. And it is a direct proportion, so second arrow also you put it like this. Okay. Now you solve the question. Here x, you write it x equal to 1800. Okay. Then multiply side. Here, which side is arrow? 1. So 1 should come upward and 75 should go down. Okay. And then solution is 25,600. So it is 24. 24 ml is the answer. Okay. Here answer should be 25 ml. Now question number 4. We are coming to the question number 4. A machine in a soft drink factory fills 840 bottles in 6 hours. How many bottles will be filled in 5 hours? Question is how many bottles? So here again you see, if you will increase the hours, number of bottles will also increase. You can fill higher number of them. And if you reduce the hours, it means number of bottles will reduce. It is a question of direct proportion. Means one is increased, other factor is also increasing. One factor is decreasing, other factor is also decreasing. So it is a question of direct proportion. And here we always put arrow is always like this. And it is a direct proportion question. Again the arrow will be in the same direction. So x is equal to, what will be x? X is equal to 840 into 5 upon 6. So 140 into 5. So it should be 700 bottle. Okay. So this should be your answer. 140 will come. Okay. And here it is 6. I think in this way you can do all the direct proportions questions. You have to always put here. Now I will solve in the next video. Rest of the question means 5th onward questions will be solved in our next video. Okay.